so they're able to make use of, air has less resistance than water. So I'm not worried about them attacking us, but so this is a giant squid, and this is the amazing thing. For years and years, all we ever saw were dead bodies washed up on the shore. Finally, a few years ago, these two Japanese guys set up a baited trap with a camera that took pictures every 30 seconds. And here it is. It was all dark for hours after hour, then suddenly on the left there, a giant squid showed up. Now some biologists thought that they were just drifting there, they're just passively waiting for fish to show up. But this shows that they were pretty dynamic. It just went right for the bait that they set for it. And then it suddenly was unhappy because it discovered that one of its two tentacles, the longer arms that it has, got snagged on one of the hooks. So then it spent the next hour trying to escape, and it's kind of sad. It rose about 1,000 feet through the water column, pulled this whole camera setup through there, and then finally it escaped. But in doing so, it broke off one of its tentacles. So the tentacle alone was about 5 meters long, about 17 feet long. And so it escaped, but it probably, they tend to use them to grab their food, so it probably impaired its prey catching ability. But I guess on the bright side, they only lived 5 or 6 years anyway, so by now it would have been dead anyway. So, anyway, despite the somewhat tragic outcome, I think this is amazing to actually see these in their natural habitat. I was really inspired by this. So I'm hoping for more of this sort of thing, maybe with less limb loss. I am hoping that maybe that colossal squid will also be seen in its natural habitat. We're just getting a tiny glimpse of what these animals are like when we see their behavior only when they're dying on the surface. So I want to thank you all for coming. Woo! I brought a couple other props. Before I take questions, I just want to show you. I brought this beach ball because this is actually about the size of an eyeball of a giant squid, and then a colossal squid would be actually a little bit bigger. So that's really amazing. And their eyes, even though they have a completely different origin from ours, they work a lot like our vertebrate eyes. If anyone wants to have a look, this is a fossil of a cephalopod from the Geology Museum, but it is not a squid. It's actually from an earlier group that's more related to the nautilus, so their shell is on the outside. So feel free to drop by and have a look at this stuff. All right, questions? All right, I see someone back there. Okay, who is it?